I have a love-hate relationship with Survival Craft. It's a game I bought thinking it was basically a cheap version of Minecraft, and so I wouldn't have to invest in that game, although it's a bit embarrassing. I think at that time the game was maybe like $20 and this was like $2.50, and so I thought this was going to be a perfect substitute, but it's quite a different game, as I'll show you. So obviously survival mode, we want starting position easy, and we want to set up a player. We don't want to be Zachary, we want to be a female. We're going to be Shirley, yep, and we're going to play. Women are much better survivors, they can last much longer than men. Okay, so this looks like a good location. We're dropped off on the shore of a continent, I think, or a very, very large island. And what we have to do is get some wood. We need to make a crafting table and some sticks so we can start digging. So let's get that going. And then we need to get ourselves a shelter. Now the good news is that this is a good location. We'll get the rest of the wood. It's not much quicker to have. The stick is useful for digging, which we're going to do because we're going to be troglodytes, at least at the beginning of this game. The quickest way to get shelter is just dig down and survive underground for a little bit. Now if we get enough wood to do all of our crafting, that would be terrific. It's pretty slow. Now, have we got anything in the way of hills? Otherwise you'll have to dig down. Nothing obvious, so let's just go here. Let's go right here. Okay, so we need to just dig a little bit. Actually, no, let's do this properly. Let's make okay, 12 of those on a crafting table. So we've got a crafting table. Let's just pop that there. That's rubbish, obviously. Hey, this, we'll keep that for the moment. This we just want to get rid of. And let's put the crafting table down. Let's craft some sticks. Let's put the sticks there. And we're going to use a stick for crafting purposes. The idea here is to be out of the rain before it starts to fall. It will fall shortly, in a minute or two. We are going to dig a little bit and just put a roof on this, I think. We are digging out enough material to make a roof. Here comes the rain. So it doesn't really matter about us being soaked because it's not cold enough, really. Still, I always feel it's what have we got over there? It's a bear. Bear is no good. There we go. It's not the most salubrious accommodation, but it's better than a kick in the teeth. We should dry out fairly quickly, and you can see we're not super cold. In fact, we're quite warm. Crafting table is outside, of course, so we're going to just cover that. Let's go back in here. Crafting table. What we want to make straight away is a door so that we're safe, because come the night time it's no longer safe. There'll be wolves. I don't know if they come on the first night, but they will come soon enough. The other thing we want to do at some point is get some stone, which looks like here we're going to have to dig down to, because I do not see any mountains or hills that are going to easily yield stones. We're going to have to go down. We will put a roof on this a little later. But basically at the back here we're going to have to go down. Just put the roof on. Actually, let's leave that like that, because actually we've got a bit of light coming in. Which until we get torches. How far we go down to get rock? Hopefully not very far. Can't really see. Anyway, we stopped raining. That's good news. So let's go and get some more wood. Plenty wood. There might be. There's a hill over there. Over to the top right. I don't know. Ah, there's pumpkins over there. We're going to take those. Because they're a quick and easy source of food. So if we don't have cattle, these will just keep us going in the interim. Oh, that's a lot too. This is good news. They don't yield much in the way of nutrition. Oh, well, maybe have to deal with a wild boar later on. We need to get some more wood in the meantime. The great place about this particular biome is there is a lot of wood. One of the things we also need to do is we also need to mark where we are settled, because it's very easy to get lost, at least initially, until you get used to the landmarks. Oh, there comes a knight. Okay, we've got quite a lot of good stuff. Oh look, there's vines. Can you see the vines hanging down? That is useful. Now I'm kind of a little bit confused about where we were located. Yeah. Where was it? It's here. You don't want to be outside when it gets dark. That is not advisable. Having those vines is useful. Need to put a little kind of pillow at the top there. Also, what we do need to do is we need to put a roof on here. Is that everything? No, it's not. There we go. I think that's everything. I sincerely hope it is. Close the door. We'll find out if I get chomped during the night. Well, no, it wasn't. Okay, so here we go. Let's sleep. See what happens. First night. It's not an ideal start. No rock. We'll have to get rock tomorrow because we need to make a stone axe. So no dogs, no wolves. So that means they don't come on the first night. The first night you're given a pass on dogs. Let's eat these. These go off fairly quickly. So let's split them out and eat one. Yeah, so you didn't get much out of that. Yeah. We'll just do that because these things go rotten. Maybe harvest the other ones for... I hate that when that happens. Maybe harvest them for seeds later on. Always keep the door closed. I've come back and found pestilent dogs. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Now, what we do want to do here is build ourselves a trap. And let's build it here. We don't want it to be too far away from our accommodation because we want to be able to get to it easily. Trap should be 3 by 3 and 3 down in my experience. You probably do it 2 down, but I like 3 down. Okay, I think that's 3 by 3, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, let's go down. So once we have our trap, we can... I'll need more wood to make the spikes at the bottom of the trap. That sounds... I hope it's not a bear. Okay, I've forgotten where we are. So let's just make a quick step ladder to get out of here. There we go. So let's get out. We're going to be eating that thing later on. We want to go that away, so we want to go down across, probably here somewhere. Okay. I want to go down here. And make a passageway to the... So it's there. So it's... Yeah, I see where it is. Literally smack in the centre of that. So it's right smack in the centre of that, which is perfect. So we want to go probably... Are we there yet? Are we there? Yes, we are. Right. There we go. So we need to make a door. Critically. They sound like dogs. And the last thing you want... Well, not dogs, wolves. The last thing you want is wolves. So what we want to do is put a door in there. Okay, and we've got a door here. which we want to shut up. We want to go, there's a bear. You don't want to futz around with a bear for sure. Bears win. At least at this stage of the game, bears win. Oops. This is the roof, just want to make sure everything's nice and roofed. Let's put this on this side. And then what we want to do is put a little get rid of that. This side we're going to just put wasted. This is a structure which acts as just a marker. Keep an eye out for that so you know where you live. Yeah, that bear is someone we want to stay clear of. As long as we kind of keep clear of him, all should be fine. Right. At least at this stage, shouldn't be a problem as long as you don't go and bother him. We should be fine. I don't see any cattle, which is a bit annoying. We need to go down here, go in here, get rid of these guys. Okay, go back in here. Generally it's a good idea to have a second door. We need to do some construction. Here we need to make sticks. I wonder what's going out there. We haven't got time to investigate. Six. We need to make these flat pieces of wood, and we probably need to make some more, so we need to go. So I'm going to make 4, which I don't think is quite enough. 8, it's 1 short, but I'll put them down there just to show you what we're on about. So to make this trap effective, we go down here and we take that lot, the spikes, the floor spikes, and we put them down here. Very difficult to see. And here we're going to put 1 there and 1 there, and we've got a gap of just 1. So now we have a Has it got dark? I'm lost. Is it? I don't know what time it is. It's quite a good storm. Right, do we sleep? It's it's getting dark. You can see there's darkness coming. And we don't have any charcoal. We could make charcoal, actually. But we'll just sleep tonight. We'll just sleep. Yeah, we'll just sleep. Okay, let's just sleep. And we will see what we see tomorrow. We'll see what we catch in the trap, if anything, and we will then plan to make Oh, there's something going on out there. Hey, what is that? It's always slightly worrying to walk out into the middle of a fight. Let's see who it is. No, anyway, we have got to focus on getting light because it's too murky to be able to see anything decently. I need stone for that. That's a good place to get some stone. I should probably just dig straight down at the back of the accommodation. Yep, there's horses, they're the wolves. Having that structure on the top of my house is very useful. I really do need to get stone, and I think I'm going to have to just take the roof off here so I can actually see stuff. Sticks. Because I desperately need stone. Should be just those three. I think we just put that one back there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there we go. Dump. Right, we got to this tile. I just can't see anything. Worried about something falling in on top of us. I really do need to get down to some stone. There we go. Right, this is good. This will do. This is good enough. Well, it's not good enough. We need 8 pieces of stone. Tell you, using a stick is like very stick age, not even stone age. Alright. Okay, let's keep digging. We need to get as much stone as we can. 8 pieces. 8 pieces, let's keep going, we can do it. We need to do this because we need to get charcoal, and I don't know of another way to get charcoal. 3 pieces of stone. See, that noise is not a good noise. Come on, come on, come on, come on, we haven't got all day. 4. Just got to get 8, then we're done. Then we can focus on, what have we got? 5. This is painfully slow. Especially when you can hear that kind of stuff going on. Is that a bear? I'm slightly hungry, yeah, tell me about it. Okay, this should be it. And once we've got this, we've got light, we can work more at our own pace. And also see what we're doing, right. 8, that's what we wanted. Now we just have to get back up. Let us make an oven. Thank you so much. Right, pop the oven there, and what are we going to do? We're going to take, why doesn't that work? Never does. got some sticks, so I'll be fine. That's all we wanted. Go here. Right, finally we can see what we're doing. Well, I think what we want to do first is let's just roof this place in. Let's go outside and do that. But I can't, honestly, it's so dim and dark in here. There we go, finally. Yeah, that's better. Let's just pop outside. As I say, always close the door behind you. I've been caught out where I've ended up having a wolf in my house, and you just don't want a wolf in your house. Because getting them back out again is a right pain in the arse. Especially when at this stage, look, there's a stick. That's how you get sticks. You just knock out foliage. So you don't need to have a crafting table to get sticks. You just need to knock out foliage. Yeah, oh look, all foliage has sticks. I live and learn, eh? Right, do we want to, let's get some more wood. Let's get some more wood. Actually, no, what we should do is make a stone axe. Let's do that. We're doing okay on food. We've got to eat that fish. The fish will go off. Let's see how the fish is doing. The fish is okay at the moment, but we will have to eat it shortly. Let's make some more charcoal, and then we'll have a couple more brands, torches, and I think we'll be better placed to be successful in the near future. Right, so let's pop this here, 2 more of those. Right, so what do we want to do? We definitely want a torch down here. So we can see what we're doing there. Not altogether happy with the way this torch is located. Let's pop that torch there. We've got to finish this thing off, which is not finished off. I haven't caught anything either. The trick, I'll show you the trick for catching stuff down there. Anyway, what we want to do down here is make ourselves a stone axe. And the way you do that is you get some stone. And then once you have a stone axe, this becomes much less painful. Some gravel down there might be useful for something. We need to make a stone club. It's getting dark. Right. Stone club, or axe I should say. Let's get that out of the way. We don't want that. We do want this. And we should probably just... Now we can see stuff. So the trick is you sleep close to the trap, and the wolves can smell you, sense you, and they will come a looking, and you can harvest their not their flesh, because unfortunately they don't. So now, let me just show you, just get these. I think because we have to sleep, we can't sleep on stone, I don't think. I think we have to sleep on dirt. It'd be nice to actually get some coal, wouldn't it? I've never, very rarely come across ore in this game. There must be a trick for doing it. Anyway, let's... Okay, right, so now we're going to sleep here. Those are wolves or hyenas. Let's sleep here. Yep, there they are. There's a whole bunch of them. Crikey, we've even got a freaking lion in there. Yeah, so because I didn't have that last spike thingy on the floor, they're all hanging around there to avoid the spikes, which is a bit of a pain in the tuchus. So what we're going to do is we'll make ourselves a club, which I think we do like this. Yeah, there we go, stone club. And let's pop it there, and we'll do some clubbing, because as you see, they clip through the door, and so we can kind of it's a bit of a cheat, but you know what? I don't care, because this game is so unforgiving. Okay. The thing you have to be careful about is not opening the door by mistake. That lion's going to have to go. Aye. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Now we go. This guy is a right freaking... Aye. Yeah, if you open the door... Yeah, come on. Got him. Now, we obviously need to put down a spike plate to avoid this problem. Good news is that we have got a lot of probably leather and fur by the looks of it. Let's just put down those spike plates again. Well, at least that one spike plate there. And we need to make another spike plate so that we don't have to deal with that problem. So let's go here and make ourselves a spike plate. There we go, 6 of those. It's too many, we don't need that many. We only got one over, so it's not the end of the world. We'll go down and put that spike plate back in there. We need to find the spike plate, which is here, and then we just pop it there, and now we've got a full... We don't actually have a spike plate where the door opens, but you can't have a spike plate there because the door won't open. Anyway, that is finished. We can pop this spike plate up here, and now we need to eat. So let's eat that, and we're going to have to eat the fish, I think. If it rots, we'll be really sad. Yeah, let's eat it. Okay, you've eaten well. So now we really do need to start thinking about finding food, and we can eat. The easiest thing to do is to trap things in the trap that actually generate meat. Of course, the trick is finding things that will generate meat, because bears and wolves do not. They generate that green meat, which is, as far as I know, not edible, and so they're not a source of food. Not being able to eat dog meat seems a bit of a cheat. It's just, I guess, a mechanic in the game just to up the challenge, force you to think of ways of finding food. Like those pigs are a way to get food. And and we've got a club, so we could club them, or we can have them chase us and then try and run them into the trap. It's a bit risky. It is a bit risky. We need some stairs to get back up. Let's get back up. So now we need to make a chest, and we want to do that because let's just turn all that into. The problem is when you die, which you almost certainly will do, you do want to be able to recover as much of your stuff as possible, and so keeping it as much as possible in a chest means that you don't have to reconstruct it every single time. Stone, we'll leave dirt there, that there. That leather is really valuable stuff. That'll come in handy when our clothes run out. Clothes are doing pretty well. You can make almost everything out of clothes. Okay, let's go out and see whether we can find some food. Find a way to get some food. So the trick is if you can find cattle. Cattle are really great. I don't like the way this... I don't like the location of this. It's not well placed. Okay. Okay, this is misty. And I hear nothing in the way of game food. There's a wolf over there. There's lots of birds. Birds are a pain in the arse because the only way you can really get them is by shooting with arrows, and I can tell you that is just not. There's my trap. It's not fun to have to shoot birds with arrows. They take a lot of work. Any fish in here? Oh, didn't want to do that. Yep, I'm completely wet. See, there we go. There is. There's a wild boar. There's always two of them. So what we're going to do... Right. Yeah. They're chasing us. And we're going to go here. See if we can get them to fall in here. Yes, 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 yes. This one too. Oh, come on, come on. Ay, ay, ay. This has got to be careful, yeah. I am not in a good position when it comes to fighting these. There he is. Go in there, you bastard. Did he fall into? Yeah, he did. All right. Good, good, good. That's how you do it. Right. There he's just sitting there at the front door. Yeah, he doesn't like it. But now, what did I do with my club? Did I drop my club? I must have dropped my club. Oh boy. Anyway, we can get him with this one. He's not a happy camper. There we go, gone. Right, so that was successful. We've got ourselves some meat. We took quite a lot of damage to get it though, so that's not ideal. But we have got meat, which means that we're going to be around for a little bit longer, which is the good news. Well, if you die, you get all of your nutrition back, all your health status back. so it's not the end of the world. But right, I think we need to go and get some wood. Oh, it's dark already. Okay, so let's sleep this off. We'll get some wood tomorrow. Let's go down here and look at that. I don't know where that came from. All right. Oh, what are you doing, guy? Right. Let us sleep here. And we should have some wolves in the morning. Yep. As usual. The trick here is not to open the freaking door. And just, come on, my little friend. Just go on. Is that the only one? Okay, put these down again. Very good, very good, very good. What did we get? Let's have a look at, still got the 3 meat and we got 7 of those. So let's put, I've got 28. I've got to cook the meat. We've got to cook the meat, which I have to go and do by getting some wood. We need wood. There's some wood over there. Yeah, all those birds. I'll maybe have a go at trying to catch some, and you can see how difficult and frustrating it is. There's a lion over there. I should have got fur from that lion. I remember getting fur from the lion. Okay, so we're going to cook the meat because cooking that meat is important. Lasts longer and you get much more nutritional value from it. Right, so here we go. Let's get the meat out of there first. Pop it here. Into the oven. And some wood. Yep, cooked meat. Those 2 boars drop between them 3, so they must drop 2 and 3. I don't know what to do with like rotting meat. Not sure. Anyway, let's pop this there. And we've got another light. A really useful place to have a light is on the top of this little structure here. Yeah, it's just because then come the night time, if you get lost or it's late, you won't get completely lost. Okay, right. What do we do now? We need to look for pumpkins if they have any. Because if they're going for free, we'll have them. And also we need to see what there is in the way of game. Oh, what's this over here? Here we have a grave. I can tell you now, sometimes graves yield good stuff. What's that? It looks like a wolf, or maybe a hyena, jackal. There's more hogs. I'm not ready for hogs yet. It's a rhinoceros. I don't know what rhinoceroses might yield. He's not coming after us, is he? He's taken a bit of interest. Nope, he's lost interest. So this is kind of jungly, kind of like African forest stroke savanna. There's a rotten pumpkin. I think that's the rotten pumpkin we left there before. I don't know what rhinoceros might yield. What's this? A cow. Oh yes, we want cows. We absolutely want cows. Let's just do this and see if we can get one to chase us. Right, he's chasing. See if we can get him in here. Is he still chasing? Come on. Did he come in? No, he didn't. Frick. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. I think they stopped. Come on, you. Come and get me. I took a fair bit of damage. Come on, you. I'm going to show it. We just don't need the food right at the moment, so let's not. Let's focus on other things. Anyway, it's good that there's cattle around. That means that we can get a lot more food. Aye, look, I did get someone. Oh man. Somebody did go down there. That's brilliant news. All right. Did I close out? I closed the wrong way. See, really, I should have a second door. It's always a good idea to have two doors so that you don't end up getting... If you get like a predator inside your house, then life gets tedious. Right, let's cook this. And then we are doing pretty well. We should probably cook this in batches of 2, 4, 6, because I think I'm wasting a piece of wood here. Yeah, and also that's enough food for the moment, for a while, because we're probably not going to be able to eat it fast enough before it rots. Okay, so I think we're going to call it quits there. Those guys are here. Let's get you brought them over here. But we do not need food. What we need now would be some fur, which you can probably get by sleeping here and seeing what we catch during the night. And also we need to dig down and see if we can find some ore. And finding ore is a right pain because that'll get us to the next level. So we are good to go for a little while, and I am going to stop the game right here.